offline, right? Or it was... Is it? It's live, right? Am I live? I think I'm live. Did it go offline even? Yeah. I have no idea. My like nothing. Like I immediately checked my internet. Like I tried to go to a website and that worked. So I don't know what happened. But I guess we're back. So whatever. Guess it'll be 2 VODs on the channel then. Whatever. What time is it anyway? Okay. Oh, some new clothes. +1 rhetoric, -1 empathy. Versus physical instrument. God, I always pick the wrong direction. Well, I don't want to lose empathy, so fuck it. The boardwalk rises to your mouth. It casts its long shadow over you. What's that? Cigarette butts cleaned away under the rock. Branch chibber. Nope. And take a mental note. Seems important somehow. Someone's made a campfire here a long time ago. A rusted broken control box for the radio relay tower. This ladder is too rusty to climb. The sea air has eaten it away at it. This relay tower coordinates boat... What? This relay tower coordinates boat traffic and something. Boy, oh boy. A tie. Tiny inlets there off in the far distance where the post trails toward. What's that tie about? +1 shivers, -2 physical instrument. Jeez. Hell no. Wait, couldn't I just interact with this thing and now I no longer can? Huh? Well, time to check that building. The inside of that building, or rather the door. I'm hoping I can get in. And I'm hoping to find some people there.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it. The door hasn't been opened in a long while. You see a handle.
What is this thing anyway?
It's military. A service depot of some sort.
Used to serve as what?
Probably something that is no longer there.
The lieutenant looks at the hunching concrete road in front of him. Toad.
It may have been used to serve as an aerostatic battleship in the atmosphere, or a fortification, like a sea fort in the bay.
That's a very low chance, and it's a ready check, so I'm not gonna try that. Open the door. Yeah, well, but that sucks. Maybe if I find a key or somewhere or something. I'm gonna walk back to that tower and maybe I can interact with it this time. Because I totally thought I could. I totally thought there was a prompt. No time had passed between me thinking I could and then it not being possible, so it shouldn't be a time thing at least. Maybe I can go this way? No. Huh. Very odd. Was I imagining that? Could I just never interact with that tower? Did I just see a prompt there that wasn't there? Top left of OBS. What do you mean? No? Are you seeing something on stream or something? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you mean... Oh, yeah, right. There's something weird on the screen. But it's in-game, yeah. Just a graphical glitch, I guess. But also not in the menu, right? When I open the menu, it's gone, yeah. Strange. Let me save the game real quick. Just in case something goes wrong. Oh, yeah. Great, I think I already interacted with that. What the fuck? Okay, I guess I can't do this. I mean, it's 2044. It's not that late. But I would like to find those dudes. Or that dude, at least. But maybe looking around here isn't worth it anymore, because even if I find the place, they might not be there anymore. You got anything new to say?
Hello again.
Empathy, huh? I'd like to know more about your associates.
My associates? I haven't got much to say about them.
Just answer the questions, please. What do you mean? You must know something about them.
Of course I do. I just don't tell people about my friends and who they are and so on. I don't provide information on them.
Wow.
To the cops.
What about you? Tell me something about yourself. Aha, okay. Maybe I'll ask later about others. What about yourself?
Me? I'm a silver bird.
What now?
Don't know what makes you think it'll be any different later, but...
Bye. Okay. Maybe she'll open up later. After you help them set up the nightclub. Sure. Sure. Maybe now that I've transitioned into a different area, the weird visual thing will be gone. Nope, it's still there.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
I checked the church. What's this again? Not the greatest chance. It's a white check though. And it's logic, so I could totally level that up. But first, let's talk about the church.
And? What happened?
I talked to the crabman.
Oh man! Who is he? What did you think?
Seemed okay, to be honest, very spiritual. He gave me this old lecture on alcoholism before rambling on and on about mother's love. You're right, he's a true narcomaniac, and the way he climbs, it was terrifying. He gave me an odd lecture.
Really? Huh. Interesting. What's he doing in the church?
Just preaching and praying from the look of it. He clearly enjoys the physical activity. Guy climbs like a freak. There's something sinister going on the building roof. I think he's getting high or something. I mean, I do think that. But then he's gonna go, oh, I knew it! Narcomaniac! Wah wah wah! But also, I don't know. Sure, whatever.
What do you mean?
I'm not sure, I'm just telling you what it felt like. It didn't sound like a sober man's talk. He must be getting visions up there.
No matter. Is he gonna be a problem? Yeah, Noid is right. Let's get back to the point. What are we gonna do about him?
These guys will never catch him. You will never catch him. There's nothing to do.
Of course he's a problem. He's a crab man. He keeps himself physically active, thinks spiritual thoughts, and doesn't drink. Who am I to evict such a person? As far as I can tell, he's not going to leave. He'll climb around up there, and guys, you'll never catch him. Actually, he told me he wouldn't mind the nightclub at all.
I don't know, man. Doesn't it feel like a major hindrance to you? A spooky guy climbing around when all the guests are trying to have nice, friendly hyper time?
Hyper time, huh? You're just going to have to live with the crab man. Don't worry, I don't think he really gives a damn about you or anyone else. Yeah?
I guess it's not a massive problem. Now that I think of it, everyone is welcome to dance till the morning light. Yeah! Maybe. I guess we'll figure something out. Okay, but what about the other spooker? The one in Grandma's clothes? Did you see her?
I was using the mainframe when Suna, the former lead programmer of Fortress Accident, appeared. Sure.
A programmer? That's odd. What was she like? Did you ask her about the nightclub?
She said you guys haven't been completely honest with me about your plans. She did not like the Nordic Dance Club idea. She gave me an idea.
Come on, man. Who will you trust? The spooky programmer or us?
Um,
We just want to make the world a better place.
Yeah, but I feel like
Feel the love. Get down and feel it.
the stuffy tent muffles the last two words. The command fails to impress.
A half-hearted sell of something which does not seem worth buying.
Okay, maybe I'm kind of feeling it. The love? No, I'm not really not feeling it at all. Not this time, brother. Not when you're lying to me.
You'll get there, believe me. When we've got our gear set up, things will be flowing and pumping.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, now that it's settled, how did she seem? I mean, disposition-wise, about the dance club idea. Ja oder nein? Rocking it or dropping it?
She did not like the Nordic Dance Club idea.
What a pity! That's my favourite thing in the world! And she doesn't like it at all!
A shame. What can we do now? Do you see a way out of this jam? And into a laser-lit future of dance and unity? Unity! Dance!
She made it very clear that she won't leave until her own project is finished.
And you can't just evict her?
No, I won't evict her. We have to come up with a different solution. I could go for another try, bring down the hammer of the law. No, I won't.
Look at you, honour man!
No, Noid. He's right. Maybe we've approached it the wrong way after all. I'm sure there's a workaround. We can make a deal not to bother her. If that's okay with her, we only want to get in the church and spread the joy and ecstasy of music.
Ecstasy, huh?
The lines in the dark exist. Coexist.
At least Crabman seems like an advanced being. He's hard. He'll understand.
Yeah, he can do his climbing thing in the tower. And the programmer, does she like Nordic dance music?
She absolutely does not. Really, truly despises it. I'm not gonna lie.
Egghead cannot believe what she just said. It makes him pump the jam a little slower for a moment, but then he returns to the full swing of it.
No worries. We'll figure it out. If coexisting fails, you can always muscle her out.
No.
If it's all okay with you, what do you think?
I refuse to throw her out, but I can try convincing her. Alright, I'll see how it goes. I refuse to throw her out, but I can see how it goes.
Excellent. Good luck, my friend.
Ooh, now that's a solid chance. And I can increase my chance, and it's a white check, so let's fucking go.
A number of
Nice.
things don't add up. Let's take a look. How about gather around, kids?
Okay, kids, now gather around. I got bad news for you, Andre. Things don't add up. Okay, kids, now gather around. Sure, drama, let's do your thing.
The young speed freak puts down a busted capacitor and looks at you. The one with the large head seems very enthusiastic about whatever you have planned. Their would-be leader is less amused.
Sometime in the past, I'm not sure when and where, but betrayal was involved. I felt sick and became the shadow you see now. But before that, I have reason to believe I was a police detective. What the fuck? I got bad news for you, Andre. Sure dog, let's be fucking weird as fuck.
But you still are.
Thank you for your kind words, but everyone in here sees I'm a disgrace to the uniform. I was good enough in this job to be awarded the rank of Lieutenant Freighter. I could have been a captain, imagine that. Yeah, drama. Thank you for the kind words.
What happened?
Egghead looks serious suddenly. Disco happened. Life tore me a new asshole. I did. I happened to myself. I don't know. I happened to myself.
That's a real downer.
He shakes his large head. Now, obviously, that might as well have been thousands of years ago. But there's still some detective left in me.
The young speed freak is silent. He senses something is wrong.
Sona said you've been lying about your plans. Your answer was very convincing. This isn't the makings of a club. It's a tent full of laboratory equipment for manufacturing drugs.
I have no idea how you arrived at that conclusion, but it's wrong. Look, we even have speakers.
He points at the speaker.
One speaker. They have one speaker.
Where is his friend? Did he lose his friend? Huh? Oh, the speaker. You have no headphones. Wouldn't Asil need her headphones to spin tape? That nosoped is here for its active ingredient. The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab. You have no headphones.
What do you know about spinning tape? Nothing.
I know you pawned them, likely for lab equipment and drug ingredients.
I'm sorry, but there is no lab equipment and no drug ingredients.
Did you lose his friend?
What do you mean, friend?
The other speaker, you have only one.
It's a one-speaker system. It's monodynamic. You wouldn't know the first thing about sound reproduction in anodic music. Other speaker.
This may be the brain damage talking, but you've definitely never heard of monodynamic or one-speaker systems.
The distilled water, cornerstone of a clean lab.
And of all cellular-based life, what's your point, Lawbringer?
That nosoped is here for its active ingredient.
He said it was for his nose. What more do you want?
Likely pseudoephedrine, almost exactly the shape of ephedrine. Ephedrine makes you happy, and so does pseudoephedrine.
There is no need for me to pile on anymore, is there?
No shit.
He sounds tired. In short... Wait, let's first... Nah. In short, you tried to use a police detective to set up a drug lab.
That's... Come on, that's...
Preposterous, against the law, punishable by a summary execution. Preposterous?
I meant to say, not true.
Sona said you've been lying about your plans.
Fuck, man. It's difficult to get along with some people, but we're trying to make an effort. We are on a mission here.
So what are we going to do with you?
What do you mean, do?
There's resignation in his voice. He's almost ready to drop the act. It wouldn't take a lot of pushing. The optimal way to go about this would be indifference. It begins by you telling him you don't care about any of this.
Is that true? Suggestion? I don't know, man. Let's see what the options are. We do know this lawman style. We do this lawman style. First you tell me everything, then I pass judgment. You tell me what's really going on, and we work from there. I can be lenient. I don't really care. I just wanted to crack the case. Do what you want, and I'll do what I want. Man, suggestion. Fine, I'll try.
Really?
He sounds relieved. Of course not really. I'm a cop. Now tell me what's going on immediately. Really. I wanted to ask you about something. No. What the fuck? Man. Really.
You wanted to just ask me about something else.
Or you can tell me the plan for the church. You can tell me what the plan for the church really was. Yes, I did. I'm that kind of person. Now tell me. Or you could tell me.
He thinks for a moment, then opens his mouth, but closes it again. Then finally raises his hands.
Things are just way too hard for an entrepreneur in this city. It's not like we're not going to turn the church into the wickedest club in East Revershoal. Because we are! Totally are! We just got to turn it into a speed lab first.
Uh-huh.
You know, to get our foot in the door.
And why did you need me?
Like I told you, spooky arseholes moved in while I was getting all this stuff together. A month ago, the place was empty, and now it's all spooked up.
They're not really spooky, are they?
No, man. They're spooky, all right. It's just that they would also probably call the police if we started cooking speed in there. But the sign was way off, too. I couldn't feel the love at all. So, What now?
This is it. Judgment time.
Give me your cash. Pack up and report to Precinct 41. Get lost, I don't want to see you again. Let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for Nordic music. I wouldn't mind without. I wouldn't work without the lab. It wouldn't work without the lab. What you have to do is keep the club alive. I mean, what would be the point of any of this, really? Just the music, I guess. Yeah, let's do this clean. No speed lab, just a club for another music.
Yeah!
The young man's smile widens to inhuman proportions. His teeth beam in the floodlight.
I knew it.
The would-be leader drops his spiked head between his knees. I mean, you know, I was like the point in... No, that one, yeah, the one I chose. But I mean, the point in evicting them. What would be the point? Like, what would I gain from that, right? Maybe I could sleep in this tent, but I've got a different home now, dog. I don't need this tent. So that's what I meant.
It's impossible now. No, Andre, it's harder now. This hard cop has come to show us how much the fish is, and the fish is always so much more. We all know there was never going to be a club for Nordic music with the speed lab. Now it has a fighting chance.
Let's go, egghead. How much is the fish, by the way, as a reference that I recognize. What's that about fish? Man, I thought you were a good cop, but instead you just want as much benefit for yourself. What? But I gave them the good thing. I don't even get anything out of this myself. I didn't even evict, you know, like, come on, man. I'm doing the good thing. So there was never going to be a club in there.
There needs to be a club for Nordic music in there. Needs to. Everyone hates each other. Everybody hates it here. It's all just drugs and we're slaves and I can't. We are running out of time. We need a win, Andre. I promise this will be a win. We won't cook speed in there. We'll do it clean. We'll do it true. We'll do it sober and real and beautiful. This will be a victory for the light.
Let's go.
This will be nothing.
I mean, who are you to say, Shivers? You were asking what would it give me. I mean, yeah, but you know, this is a game. And I have to weigh my options because I'm trying to achieve something.
You can hear the ice crack underneath you. Outside, the last century waterfront development is crumbling in the wind. A grape-shot row of falling houses. And so is Rue de Saint-Giraud and all the houses on Main Road. The old cinema is sinking underneath Villa Labos.
Wait, does anyone feel that? Right, let's call this incident crime prevention, but I have my own. Wait, does anyone feel that?
What?
Nothing, let's just call this incident crime prevention. But I have my eyes on you.
Okay. We'll try to do it without the drugs.
I am achieving justice and honor. Jeez, you're just such a critic. Without the drugs. He raises his head from between his knee.
We'll do a straight club up in there, spinning the maddest reels, and nothing but. I swear to God. Okay, Ed? From here on, it'll be straight all the way.
That's it for now.
Goodbye, officer.
Don't we all feel accomplished now?
Huh? I see you're here again. Off-sign, man. Did I mention getting us into the church would help?
Okay, maybe I'll come back later.
We're close.
Says the young man with the tape player and the large boyadero boots, lung-shaped trees around sprout on a silverbed bucket.
True, hard, full car. Hardcore. Hardcore to the mega. Internally coherent.
I was wondering if you knew who killed the mercenary hanging behind the Whirling Rags hostel.
Good morning, yeah. 1, 2, 3. Yakokata, the place to be.
I'm beginning to think this really doesn't have anything to do with the case. You said that before. Why is this Yakokata the place to be? What does that mean?
Yakokata is a hardcore place.
An intricate system of irrigation networks pockmarking the earth. Intermittent seas of phosphorus mud, ripped tarpaulin fluttering in the wind. A pair of molten rubber boots also comes to mind. All in all, a truly hardcore place.
Okay. I think I proved how hardcore I am by setting up this drug-free operation. And maybe now their friend, the girl, will help me out. I don't know in what way, but you know.
Hello again.
Tell me more about this music place, no? Your associates tried to use me to set up a drug lab. I'm guessing you knew of this plan?
I did, and I'm sorry. For what it's worth, which isn't much.
This is why I didn't go into the tent. Typical delinquency.
You don't get to choose your posse, they choose you. Mine are idiots, but they're mine. I tried to talk Andre out of it.
Should have tried harder. Misleading a cop is no joke. I don't care, I'm loco. I just wanted you to know that I know about the plan. Misleading a cop is no joke.
I know. I should have been able to control them. And I will in the future. I promise.
Wow.
May I ask? What did you tell them?
Do what you will with your dance club plans. Just no drug labs, please.
Thank you. I'll get them under wraps, I promise.
Well. We could try this again. The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. Sure, let's raise our fucking empathy because we've got like 11 level ups saved up. And I like being empathetic. You didn't set anything up yet, though. That's still intent. I mean, it's, you know, I'm working on it. Whoops.
Hello again.
Let's wait. Let me equip some empathetic gear. Empathy, 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 that's one. Empathy, 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 empathy. Look at me being all empathetic. Empathetic.
Hello again.
Let's friggin' do this with an 80% chance. Easy.
The device is still warm
Yeah.
from her touch and heavy as a brick from the batteries inside. The company logo, Omicron, adorns its yellow plastic cover. Inside, the tape is rolling. The girl looks at the device in your hands.
I'm sorry you have to sit there on the ice feeling miserable at your age. Or at any age in this weather, waiting for it to get dark.
She looks you in the eye, her pupils wide, surrounded by a ridiculous amount of makeup.
The people who built this world intended it to be better for you, but they failed. It is easier to live in their failure with this by your side. Tap on the tape recorder.
The wind howls. She remains silent. It's real. Tell her.
It is not a childish fantasy. It can be a real weapon against what's coming for you.
What is?
Her shoulders shake a little. The dark. Nothing if you got this. Don't be scared.
Okay, I'll stick to it.
Something changes between you two. She looks at you differently now. As an equal. A fellow human being.
So thanks, I guess, for the psych session. Maybe I can return it. What's been eating you, officer?
You said eating me. There's nothing eating me.
Come on, I can tell. But, okay. Be a boyadero about it if you want to.
I guess there is something that's been making my life hell.
What is it?
She listens intently. I think it's the plight of the whole working class. Everyone's just mooching off the entrepreneurial class, shackling the doers. I think it's all these foreign people taking our jobs. People just keep putting their selfish interests ahead of the greater good. People do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no one understands that. Sometimes you've got to make sacrifices for the sake of progress. It's all very distressing. Oh, jeez.
So, the thing that's been eating you is the slow pace of social progress.
Don't get me wrong, I'm all for slow and steady progress. I just wish people would be a little more reasonable is all. No, that's probably not it, is it? Yeah, pretty sure. Now I had some questions about something else. Sure, dog. Don't get me wrong, dog.
Okay. So you're not that upset, it sounds like.
I told you, I'm highly distressed by the state of affairs.
Uh-huh. And you're sure it's social progress you're distressed about, and not, I don't know, some chick?
Now that you mention it, I found these letters I'd thrown in the trash. They might have something to do with it.
Okay. Why'd you think that?
They were written in a woman's hand, and oh boy, did reading them make me not feel good.
There you have it then, chick trouble. Not political after all. Who was she?
I don't remember.
Really? You seem to be pretty upset about this chica. Are you sure you don't remember anything about her?
Yep, next to nothing.
Wow, man. That's some pretty strange shit. Are you sure the letters were for you?
Yeah, I'm sure. Why would I have reacted so strongly otherwise? Come to think of it, the whore could have written them to her lover. Let's pick the first one.
How come you don't remember, though? Is it like some selective memory thing?
Wait, what do you mean by selective memory? I think it's more about me getting so unbelievably drunk I completely erased all memory of this world. You might have a point there. What do you mean?
Man, when I get hurt, I just want to forget that shit, you know? That kind of selective memory.
You might have a point there.
Yeah. Or it might just be some psych bullshit, you know? Königstein wank.
What is Königstein wank?
You know, the psych thing they've got going on there. Rich people like it. People in Königstein are mostly rich.
Thank you for the bullshit psych thing, then. You know, I'm not sure this made things better. Alright, Adam. Thanks for the bullshit psych thing.
You're welcome. Might be for the best to keep that shit forgotten, though. Just my opinion. If it itches, don't scratch.
Huh. Well, that's it for now. Wasn't that interesting? Oh, autosave. Hellbraver said start a nightclub, yeah. Wait, this way, I think. Yeah. Alright, lady, how about an actual music club? Not with drugs and stuff. How about that? Surely you will appreciate some music, even if it's music you hate. Whoop. Walk slowly. Carefully.
Yes, what is it?
What if you didn't have to leave? I talked to Andre, he wants to make it work.
I don't want to make anything work.
She replies, her expression unchanged. Hold on, you don't want to make anything work?
Yes, anything. I don't want to make anything work.
It's not the anodic dance music that's made her bitter. It's the failure of Fortress Accident.
Are you bitter because your radio game project failed? That seems like a... But it's empathy that told me that. Surely empathy couldn't be wrong about empathetic things.
That's right. If we couldn't get our Welkins to happen, I don't want anything to happen. Ever again.
Wow.
There's not a trace of irony in her voice. She means it.
Ooh. 97% chance, come on. Also, it's a white check, so... +1 research not going well, +1 discovered Fortress accident, +1 discussed FA with Dice Maker. Ooh. Convince her to cooperate with the Ravers.
Easy.
Yay.
When her research is done, she can move out.
Listen about your research. You mentioned earlier that it's not going very well. Maybe I can help with something.
What? No, I don't really need any help with the project.
But if I could help you finish the project, then you wouldn't have to live in a church next to the Boom Boom anymore. Just think about it.
She thinks about it. A glassy look in her eyes. A gust of wind brings more snow in from the broken gallery. It touches her hair.
All right. Bring me the game's offsite copy from my old workspace, if you really want to help. It's stored on a filament memory, and I'm unable to go and fetch it myself.
Is this the filament you're looking for? Show the production schedule. What's an offside by your old mobile? Yeah, is this it?
No, that's the production schedule you stole and accessed without authorization. I don't need it.
In his defense, it was simply lying in the desk drawer of an abandoned cubicle.
Okay, but still.
What is an offside copy and why do you need it? By your old workspace, do you mean the studio for the...
Yeah, that's the one. You can get in through the bookshop. You just have to do some explaining to the bookstore lady.
Wait, bookstore lady? You mean Plaisance? Actually, I've already been inside the doomed commercial area. Actually been there.
Good. Then you might know the giant ice bear fridge in the building's cellar.
Yeah.
The filament is inside the fridge. Just go and get it.
And where exactly is the offside copy?
In the giant ice bear fridge.
But it wasn't.
I just told you. It has red glowing eyes. It's impossible to miss. You just need to get the offside copy from the ice bear.
But you've been to the fridge
Yeah.
and it wasn't there. There was a note saying...
I found a note from the ice bear fridge. It said the offside copy had been moved to a safer place.
Wait. A note from whom? Did it specify where they took the filament memory?
It said the offside copy had been taken to a nearby ice cream maker. The note was signed by someone named Sulislav.
Jawiza. Of course. Our project lead, Sulisław Jawiza. God, he was always so hell-bent on keeping the copy somewhere safe. That feature creep and the Valley of the Heads. Like it would have made a difference. The offside copy was perfectly safe when the data loss happened. That data loss was anomalous.
She crosses her arms defiantly.
And the heads... I won't even get into the heads. Millions of them. Go find that copy from that ice cream maker, will you? Thanks.
Valley of 1,000 Heads. You like the sound of that.
I found the ice cream maker, but couldn't get it open. It's completely frozen.
This is getting ridiculous. Can't you just defrost it? Or, I don't know. I don't know about the ice cream maker. Just figure something out.
There's a solution, but she doesn't want to hand it over to you yet. It's a thing.
Is it a super
Something
pry
she
bar?
holds dear.
Wait, why can't I ask about the thing? Either of the things. Why can't you look for it yourself?
The bookstore lady hates me. Says I'm part of the curse. Whatever that means.
Why does she think that?
Because she's from Martinez, and people from Martinez have never ever seen a radio computer. She thinks it emits elemental evil.
That's a bit biased, don't you think? Yeah, people in Martinez don't really like to get with the times. Don't be too harsh. That's only because of their socio-economic situation. What if it does emit elemental evil? Yeah, people don't really get with the times, do they?
She literally started praying for the higher powers when she first saw my range civic. I'm not making this up.
The lieutenant coughs like he's amused.
Once I came in one morning, only to find that my terminal was full of those strange trinkets and amulets. Wards. It looked like some Semenine magic.
So what is this offside copy?
It's a backup of my former employer's project, the radio game we were working on. It's stored on a filament memory, just like the one inside this radio computer.
She points to the glowing cube inside the machine.
She's making it extra simple for you.
The backup itself is destroyed now, but I'm hoping to use what's left of it to pinpoint the exact location of the anomaly. You just have to go to my old workspace and get the filament.
Hold on. If it's called an offsite copy, then why is it still on site?
If it's called offside copy, why is it still on site?
Oh god, not this again. It is not on site. It is in the basement. Perfectly safe and not connected to the front at all.
Basement? Sounds like it's technically still on site.
And no, taking it outside the building wouldn't have protected it from the data loss. There's nothing wrong with keeping the backup in the basement. What happened was a freak accident that has nothing to do with how the backup was stored. We clear?
She stares at you with pleading, furious eyes.
This is clearly a painful topic for her. She must have had to explain herself numerous times.
Alright, I'll go look for it.
Thanks.
She thinks for a moment, then reaches behind the radio computer and hands you what looks like an oversized pry bar. Hey!
And here's my Qualsund multi-tool. You might need it to hack loose some ice. It opens everything. If you get me the offside copy, then you can keep the Qualsund.
Yay!
It hurts a bit for her to say this. She's not too happy to be parting with the Qualsund.
Right, I'll do that. This lady is bad at data security, offsite backup, just protect against stuff like virus. Yeah, that sounds plausible. That sounds logical. We finally got that super pry bar that I've been longing for so long. Delicious. It kind of looks like Saul's weapon in Guilty Gear. Kind of, at least. And the way, you know, the protagonist is holding it, also kind of similar to that. So I'm saying this is basically Guilty Gear 6... 5. I think 5. Yeah, Strive is 4, I think. Yeah, I think so. I am now the Martinez King of Fighters. Yes. Alright. Any other tasks that I need to take care of around here? I'm trying to do this right now. I'm trying to do this at the same time, basically. Well, I found them, but not the wife anymore. Guess I'll have to wait until tomorrow. There. I travel to that place. And then I'll go here. And crack that case. Get it? That's detective humor. Because I'm literally cracking a case, but not that kind of case. It's hilarious. You would get it if you were a detective guy, but I guess you're just not that.
This orange machine is dead.
28%.
It has a hand-crank ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around it slowly melting.
Come on. Come on. Come on. I have the thing equipped. Maybe if I equip them both. How about now?
This orange machine is
Nope.
dead still. It has a hand crank.
Wait, I think I have something to increase my physical instrument, right? Physical instrument, physical instrument, physical instrument, physical instrument, physical Instrument. Physical. Phys. 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 I have something to decrease my physical instrument. Well, guess I'll have to use my level ups to crack this shit.
This orange machine is dead still. It has a hand crank ice cream churner.
Come on.
Ice cream
Hey!
howls under the strain of your giant Qualsund multi-tool until the lid cracks open.
Yeah.
Darkness lies inside, but you can faintly make out an object, intricate and foreign, left there for a sub-zero beauty sleep, a filament memory with the words off-site copy written on its side.
Yay. Take the filament memory.
You gently lift the cube from its frosty bedding, careful not to damage it.
We should take it back to Miss Lucan and Kilda as soon as possible. I'm not sure how well unused filaments tolerate room temperatures.
Okay, I was gonna go upstairs and try that other cube in that machine first, not sure.
Yes, but aren't you curious to know what's on the precious filament? There's a radio computer upstairs.
I'm not gonna fucking mess with that. I want to actually accomplish something. And no, that wasn't luck, that was pure skill. I definitely skilled that one. Every time I fail, that's bad luck, and every time I succeed, it's pure skill. That's how it goes. That's definitely how it goes. That torch back there. Very nice that this quick travel exists, because walking all this distance multiple times would be Obnoxious! Is that something they added later or something? Or was that always in the game? Walk slowly. Be safe. Yeah, I'm dual wielding pry bars, what about it? Hello?
Yes, what is it?
The fast travel. About the offsite copy you asked me to bring.
Yes?
I brought it to you.
Thanks. Looks like it's the one.
What's going to happen now?
Now I'm going to print it out to see what's left of it.
She's already inserted the filament into the radio computer's core, ready to close the door. Was always there, okay. Good.
Wait. No. That's dangerous. She shouldn't do it.
Wait, don't put it in yet. It might be dangerous.
No, it's not dangerous. Just depressing.
How do you know?
I have a theory. Lindell was able to divine the anomaly's location from this broken copy. I want to repeat their calculation, only this time with better equipment. Watch. What an intricate display of faith.
She says and presses print on the machine's keyboard.
The paper starts filling out with ink, soaking it in a gleaming blackness. Not a single line of data stands out.
Now what? Something's very wrong with that filament copy. Oh, filament memory. Please, just stop playing with this thing. Something's very wrong.
Sorna doesn't reply. Her hands running over the printout. She's looking for something. For her morning star. Eyes scouring the millimeters.
Here. I found it.
Leaning... Fine, I'll lean closer.
Hold on.
She's behind the keyboard now, typing in some numbers that only she understands. The terminal beeps and the light inside starts pulsing like a glowing heart. Can I do anything? I'm still not sure it's a good idea, tinkering with the unknown. Can I do anything?
Just give me a second. I'm almost...
She clocks up her typing speed.
I've never witnessed a programmer work before.
Done. I've got it. I found the location of the anomaly.
There's joy in her voice as she bumps her fist into the air. You did it! You found the coordinates? Oh my god, congratulations. So, where is it? Where's your two... Congratulations.
Thank you.
She yells back with a grin. So, where is it? Where's your 2mm hole in the world?
There. In the swallow.
Well, that's no surprise. She points at the other end of the church where the group of water bowls forms a ritualistic arch.
Think you can help me again?
She tilts her head, eyes sparking. Sure.
I need you to go move those water bowls for me. I need to double-check my calculations. Just walk over to the circle and follow my instructions. Move the third bowl 2 centimeters to the left, and the fourth bowl 5 centimeters to the right. This should do the trick.
Third bowl 2 centimeters left. Third 2 left. Fourth 5 right. 3 2L. 5. Nope, 4 5 R. I just assume that I don't have to actually remember this. But I'm actually gonna take a screenshot. There. Sure, no problem.
Thanks.
She smiles. Well, to work then. So is this 1, 2... Wait, which one's 2? I guess if I follow the lines, no, that's not... Well, I can't... Oh, wait, yes I can. Wait, hold on. Oh, okay. So I can only interact with them as a whole.
It's awfully silent again, as if someone turned off the entire world outside those walls. Water inside the bowls stands still. Measurements have been marked down around the bowls, each chalk-drawn line representing a centimeter on the floor.
Move the third bowl from the left 2 centimeters away. Move the fourth bowl from the left 5 centimeters to the right. I think this one's... Correct.
Some water spills out of the bowl,
Oh no,
wetting the floor.
I guess I have to do them all.
It moves like a ghost without creating a single trace of sound. The lead programmer sends you an encouraging thumbs up from across the hall.
Okay. So is the computer gonna explode now? While I'm out of reach and she's gonna die and this will all be sad? No?
Yes, what is it?
She doesn't look up from the keyboard. I moved the water boats to the right position, just like you asked. What's next?
Great. Everything should be aligned now.
She stops, biting into her chapped lip.
Miss Know-It-All is hesitating.
What's wrong?
Yeah, nothing. Now the only thing left to do is to unmute the headphones. If we got the location right, we should then be able to hear whatever sound this anomaly makes.
Wait, why did you have your headphones on mute in the first place? Isn't it going to be just silence? Why?
Honestly, I'm a little scared.
Isn't it going to be just silence and nothing else?
I don't know. That's what I'm scared of. I don't know. It could be anything. I mean, what sound does the nothing make? How can you even listen to something that doesn't exist?
She turns to face you, the mainframe throwing shadows on her chin.
What if silence is only what surrounds it, but the swallow itself is...
She grows silent, her face very pale in the cold light of electricity. What? You were thinking this? You're right. We should be cautious. We don't know what we're dealing with here. We should be cautious.
Maybe. Maybe I'm just tired.
It's scary, but we just have to face it. Hey, I don't think I want to do this anymore. Nah, man, let's face it.
Yeah. You're right. Let's do it.
She puts on her oversized headphones, ready to press unmute. Oh boy. The lieutenant takes a step back, and then nothing. Nothing happens. As Sona Lokanen-Kilda presses unmute on her keyboard. Nothing but silence.
Say nothing.
She doesn't talk. Her eyes closed and brows knitted together in a state of deep focus. One hand cupping the headphone.
Well.
Damn it.
She lets out a loud sigh before tearing off her headphones. She's still avoiding your gaze. Come on, did you hear anything? Well, at least the world seems to be still alright.
Yeah. Nothing happened. Let's move on.
Despite her fear, she was hoping for something extraordinary to take place.
What do you mean nothing happened? Did you find the swallow?
No.
She rests her face on on her hands, massaging the forehead.
No. My hypothesis was wrong. According to this, I should have heard something, if I got the coordinates right. Like I said, silence is only what surrounds it. But this is just another failure. Silence sounds like silence. That's all it is. You can try on the headphones. See if you can hear anything. But don't get your hopes up.
Silence is silence? You're sure there's more to it? This can't be it. You should have a listen.
Oh boy. Perception, huh? Let's see if I can increase my perception with some equipment. I think this part where I use equipment to change my stats is a little silly. I could reduce it. Perception. Perception, aha. Alright, I was still wearing these dumbass boots. And these other glasses that I didn't want. Yeah. Perception. Well, it's a white check, so I can raise my stats after I fail. But let's save anyway. Just, because it makes me feel good. Well, not good, but better.
Yes, what is it?
17%. That sounds like a lot. That sounds a lot like 100 to me.
All you hear is your own breathing, heavy and hoarse from all the nights spent drinking. It's the breath of an old man, but there's something else. There has to be something big, something unexpected, something new, yet to be discovered. Ghosts, speak to me. When was the last time this world had anything new to say?
Well, did you hear anything? Yeah.
Whoops, damn it. Her voice is bitter with disappointment. I guess I said no, nothing, just silence. I accidentally didn't get to see the options. Oh well.
The lieutenant looks down at the floor, as if to say, you're wasting time here.
Excuse me?
Speed Freaks can help you with this. Go talk with Andre.
What? I guess I'll try. Oh, slowly. It's getting to be 10 PM though. Not too much time left in this day. But we gotta dig deeper. We just have to. We're so close to the truth. Which truth? Well, isn't that a silly question for somebody who doesn't believe? Non-believers. Can't believe you. It's so dark. Alright, buddies. This is important for your own good and for mine. I wonder if this super priva will help me with other containers even as well. Like, if it will improve my chances even more. Hey, you probably know something.
True, hard, full car.
Is it?
It's hard car.
I don't know what to say. You're just gonna...
Skipper danger. I am.
Your cop training did not prepare you for this. What to do?
Okay, I guess you're not the one to talk to after all.
So, how are things going?
Church.
Yes? What's the deal?
I'm making progress on the church, but it's slow going. There's a hitch in Sona's research.
What kind of a hitch?
She's trying to catch an anomaly using a special microphone setup, but she can't hear the audio coming through her headphones.
An audio shortfall, you say? Guess what? We got speakers with massive low end. There's a good chance it can do it.
They've got one speaker. One. Uno.
I'm not really sure it's about the lack of bass, but let's see what Sona thinks. Sure.
We've got some serious range on this baby. It'll blast her shoes off. Believe goodbye off.
Let's try talking to her again. This is where like some kind of mobile phone or something would come in handy. Or like a sending spell. But oh well, the distance isn't so large. Mostly the loading times are what bother me. Doopy doopy doo. Don't worry, Kim, you can go to bed soon. I just gotta, you know, take care of important things that definitely have something to do with this. What? The bridge? What bridge? Oh, what? I'm not sure. Maybe I'll try next time. You mean the one that I couldn't get to from that one side and I was next to the other side the entire time? And didn't notice again?
Yes, what is it?
I guess I gotta try first again? Sure.
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you this time.
Hey, about this
Swallow, you
whole...
mean? What about it?
So I guess I can't tell her about the speakers? That's weird.
Great. Thanks.
I guess I'll just up my perception a little bit. I've still got 5 level ups, so hey.
Yes, what is it?
Come on, give me the money!
Still nothing. Sona isn't even looking at you this time.
I'll try talking to the boys again. And maybe find that bridge you mentioned. It did give me a retry. With a higher chance too. But, you know, Still kind of weird that we can't even talk about it. Or, like, move the speaker or anything. Yeah. But that's not good enough. It's never good enough. Hey, what's this? Full of holes. Could be a post inside. Post hide treasure. Look inside. Wait, I can look inside. I can. It's alcohol, I guess. Yep, some pilsner. What the hell? Can I look inside all of these? When did that happen? Huh? That wasn't there before. That couldn't have been there before. I hold my interact button all the time. This game's cheating me. Clearly. So the bridge is right there. Whoopsies. This is someone's home away from home, just like yours.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough.
What is this?
It looks like a makeshift bridge. Could be convenient.
Push the eternite over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
I guess that could be considered a soft thunk. Well, that's, you know, just pulled a me there. Just a very me thing. Not seeing the forest for the woods. Or the other way around. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent. So, you got anything else to say?
I see you're here again. Offside, man.
Hi again. So, how are things going?
Talk about the church again.
What's the deal?
Guess not.
But do let us goodbye, officer.
Oh well. Not sure I want to put another point into perception to do this. Maybe it'll open up again later or something. Loading time is wasting time. Probably can't save, quick travel unless I'm closer to the church, like here. And then I do want to check out that other cube thing. Right. I don't know, I got one skill that opened up all the int-based white checks. Maybe I'll get something that opens up all the motorics white checks. Or something along those lines. That's a possibility. I should equip my flashlight. I say my, fully knowing that it technically belongs to Kim. But, you know, he and I, we're close. His stuff is my stuff is his stuff. But mostly his stuff is mine. Okay. I gave her the cube that she wanted, but I still have that other cube. And I'm hoping that I can print that one's information out now. Or maybe I can call and say that password, hoping it's the same one. Again, then maybe that'll tell me something else. Unless they are the same, but that hopefully isn't the case.
Tiles on the cube are still like a smooth draw. The filament, nothing happens.
Okay, press play.
The speaker comes.
Good evening. Please repeat. Is this the good? Good.
Yay.
She just used the same password?
The lieutenant seems almost disappointed to discover that.
Accident. Is there any thank you?
Tiles on the cube are
Print.
set with a quiet determination. The printer starts printing. A piece of paper unfolding like a handheld fan. A black crisscross of letters covers its surface.
Haha.
It's a project report written by the lead producer, Andrew Andy Sharp, about Wirral Untethered. a radio game developed by Studio Fortress Accident. The first few pages give an overview of the capital and workforce, while the rest of it seems to be a production schedule.
Read about capital. I want to know about money. Sure, let's do the least interesting one
In
first.
its short time of existence, Fortress Accident SCA managed to burn through truly insane amounts of money. The first tranche of seed financing brought in 150,000 Ria, but then came the delays. Eventually, the damage reached 400,000 Ria, with only half of the game finished.
Gosh, where did they get all this money?
Let's just say it was a real adventure for their Igaunian investor.
Skim through the production schedule, but this one's called that, right? So let's do this one first. The one, oops, that I mostly want to know about, at least from that list.
Fortress Accident employed 18 people, the bulk of the team composed of writers and concept artists. There were also radio programmers, sound engineers, a CEO, 2 marketing experts, and a single overburdened producer who developed a habit of popping Pyrrolidon in the basement to escape his obligations. Why did Fortress Accident have so many concept artists?
Wait, why did a radio game need so many artists?
It didn't.
It didn't need so many concept artists?
No, definitely not. A few more producers could have come in handy though, especially when dealing with writers, some of whom routinely skipped work because of mental health issues and extremely unprofessional sleep schedules. One of them even managed to steal some valuable company property before skipping town for good.
Well, that's the thing. Skim through the production schedule.
The production schedule depicts their glorious descent into bankruptcy.
Because of the concept artists?
Not the concept artists. It wasn't even the writers. With their panic attacks and 3-hour lunches, it was impossible not to fail. The project was too large, and no amount of money could satiate the ever-expanding ambitions of the development team. They tried to make a 4 million Rial game with 400,000 in their bank account. They thought they could bridge the gap with pure willpower and imagination. They couldn't.
I could have bridged that gap. Oh, so they were done in by their own ambition. I could have done it.
No, you couldn't.
What do you mean? I totally could have.
Definitely not.
Excuse me?
Not a chance.
Come on, conceptualization, why are you failing me at this point? The most important moment in this game.
Even then, success remained within an ever-narrowing margin of possibility that, despite everything, never entirely disappeared. That is, until they discovered the Valley of the Heads.
The what?
At the 11th hour, the lead designer, Jim Spawn, Suliswaf Jalisa, decided that what Wirral Untethered needed was a secret mystical location at the extreme edge of the map. This place was to be the Valley of the Heads, where the heads of all the headless constructs could be found. The player would have been able to choose a head for their headless party member, and each head would have been voiced on air by a professional actor.
Oh boy, this is some insane shit. Who were these people? How many heads were there?
So many. The last count, there were approximately 10,000 heads for 10,000 headless men, all of which could be endlessly recombined.
That seems ridiculous. Even like today, with today's technology, that seems completely undoable. How many combinations could you make out of that? That's pretty bad. Sure, let's ask that, why not?
Do you really want to know? There seems to be a calculation here, but it may take a while.
Nah, who cares?
Good call. It's more than the number of atoms in the observable universe.
That's pretty bad, so that's what did it them in?
Well, yeah, that and the catastrophic data loss.
This must be the anomaly Sona mentioned in the church log.
On the nature of the data loss, there's ominously little information in the production log. It comes at the very end, where things get fuzzy and dark, where tables and numbers seem to vanish into an eerie nothingness, before the Igaunian investors pulled the plug. What is clear is that one day, an unidentified numeric anomaly occurred on the East Insulindian lintel front. just as the Wirral Untethered project was being compiled that day.
And the anomaly caused all the data to get lost in the air?
When the project was returned, it was completely blank. The team spent weeks on the phone with Lintel, the service provider, but despite their diagnostics, they could never produce a satisfactory explanation or pay for the loss.
What? They lost the whole game and wouldn't even pay for it? Wasn't there a copy of the game? A backup?
Mysteriously enough, it seems that the off-site copy happened to be on-site
Mhm.
when the catastrophic data loss occurred. It was the lead programmer's responsibility to oversee weekly maintenance of the off-site copy and, well, keep it off-site. An explanatory note from the lead programmer has been attached.
What does it say?
S. Luukkonen Kilda, the lead programmer of Fortress Accident. The off-site copy was on-site because there was no off-site anymore. Not for me, not after 8 months of crunch. I didn't have a home anymore, so I started keeping it in the basement in the ice bear refrigerator near where I went to sleep. It was perfectly safe there. The temperature conditions were optimal.
It's not very convincing, is it? Seems like a perfectly reasonable explanation. Is there anything else from this lead programmer? Seems like a perfectly reasonable explanation.
That's not what her colleagues thought.
Is there anything else?
The production schedule ends with a few random notes that seem to be added sometime later.
Read them.
4 months later, by an unknown author. I am the only one left, and it's gotten rather damp here. A few other businesses have gone under, too. Slipstream switched to making skis, and the hairdressers just left, cursing Martinez. They're right, though. Something's seriously wrong with this place. Martinez, all of it. Still haven't got an answer from Lintel about what happened. All I could get were the physical coordinates of the error on the East Insulindian front on that day. Since the computation happened on air, I reckoned it had to coincide with an actually existing location. I have compared the coordinates to a map of Revachol West. Turns out it's only 800 meters from here. The address is Saint-Brun 1147. I am going there to look this thing in the eye. Saint-Brun 1147? That's what the street sign next to the church said.
Mm-hmm. So we know who wrote that one, I guess. Tear it off.
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys
Remove that
shine
thing.
on the filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Bye. Okay. Was there anything else to do in this building? I felt like maybe there was. Right. Right, talk to him. Talk to her. Right, she's only going to be there for like 30 more minutes, so let's go do that. I think I'm going the wrong way. And maybe after we've talked to her, we'll end this day. Maybe I'll talk to the lady in the church again with this new info about her work. Maybe not. I mean, I've got to go there anyway to get to my home. My fresh new home. Because fuck if I'm giving that guard jerk more money for that shitty fucking place. Not as long as I have other options. Which I do now. Thanks to the kind old lady. And there's certainly nothing that could possibly go wrong with that place. Nothing at all. Not even a chance. Not a chance in heck. And even if it does, then it's still better than dealing with the guard. I gave him a bird, and he still doesn't appreciate me. What kind of jerk does that? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. I guess that's why I wasn't paying him before. Not because I was fucked up on all kinds of alcohol and other things, but because even then, in that state, I knew that guard does not deserve my monies. Okay, Glacia. It's time to finish this thing, I guess. After... no. After I saved. Thanks, game. Game? I guess that's probably my controller drifting a little bit.
It's always good to see you.
She cracks a weary smile, leaning back against the railing.
Something in her demeanor has changed. She's tired, consigned to her fate, to being here with you and what's to come.
Man, I'm not gonna do that one. The Hardy Boys told us what really happened.
I understand.
She puts her coffee mug on the table. You don't look surprised. You're expecting this. You sent us on a runaround. You lied to us, miss. Chill, I'm the cool cop, remember? Chill, I'm the cool cop.
I'm sorry for wasting your time. I should have known that you'd find out.
This is good. Clear the air first, between you two.
Oh, okay.
Then move on to questions.
Guess it's the game then.
Is it? Something is off here.
Huh.
Shush. I can't hear what she's saying.
Great. Love it when you disagree. Especially, like, this was a medium, so it was harder, and then the easier one disagrees. I don't know, man.
Why did you waste our time then?
Because of the Hardys. I couldn't just dispense with them. They were only trying to help me. Out of the shit I'd gotten into.
Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law?
I guess it's also possible that I only got that easier check because I got that harder check first, so, there, you know. And also, I mean, there's probably something off. Is she implying the Hardy Boys are the law? The Hardy Boys are not the law. We are. That's not a good enough reason. Cool, I'm sad about that explanation. That I don't know how this would help the situation. Authority seems to kind of just be a jerk in this, right? That's not a good enough reason. Whatever, I'm fine.
Not.
Okay.
There is more here, miss.
You're right. There's more.
Good thing that Kim's here to do the jerk work that I'm not willing to do.
You answer to the coalition government, and by extension, the moral intern.
She reaches for a new cigarette.
Briefly glancing over her shoulder to the sea, as she's done time and time again. A grand expanse of water reaches over the bay and to the horizon, wine dark in the evening light.
What lies beyond it?
The Pearl, the Muindi Isula, the Occident, and then Oranje, the old world.
Is that why you're looking over your shoulder? You're afraid of the moral intern? What's the RCM's involvement with this? With the moral intern got to do with this? The RCM isn't the lapdog of the moral intern. You don't have to worry. Yeah.
You share a database with them. You send people to their courts.
She lights the cigarette. What's going on? What did you do?
Just business. But bad business for some people in the moral intern. If I show up in your records, officer, they will find me. They will...
What happens if they do?
They will kill me, sir. If you file my name, take me in for questioning, enter me into the moral intern mill, well, then I'm fucked. For nothing. This murder didn't have anything to do with me.
Actually, this murder did have a little to do with her.
What did you do to have these people after you? What happened to you the night he died? Why did you call the cops if you're hiding? When was the window changed? Point to it. What happened here?
We were there. Together. In bed, I mean.
Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay. He was in a kneeling position. He had just entered me. I was on my back, looking at him. I heard the window behind me shatter, and I turned to look. There was a hole in the glass. I turned back to him. His eyes were looking through me, and his mouth was open. Dumb. I could see. I could.
Her chest rises and falls with each word. She keeps herself together and says it.
I knew he was dead. Before he fell down on top of me.
And then what happened? You don't have to continue if you don't want to. We kind of do have to know.
He was heavy. I pushed him off and he fell to the floor. There. He only had his boots on. I bit the pillow, knocked his crane, then ran downstairs.
There's a long pause. She just stands there, her arms at her sides.
I waited for the second shot to come. For me. I thought there would be one. It never came.
She's forgotten about her cigarette. The butt has burned right down to her fingernails.
Your cigarette, miss. I'm sorry this happened to you. Are you sure you're not making this up? Well, that's a motherfucker. We're going to need more details. I'm sorry this happened to you.
So am I.
She looks down. Her cigarette has singed her fingers.
She throws it away and immediately proceeds to light another one.
What time was this? When did it happen? It would help us if you could be as precise as possible.
11:30 to 12:15. I don't know the exact time. Around midnight.
It's okay. Were you inebriated?
Not as much as usual. He'd done a line, plus other things. I was drinking.
Wait. Titus said she was gurning her jaw off. Much more than usual.
Titus said you looked pretty high.
Oh, yeah. I did one of his lines, just to clear my head.
Did you hear or see the shooter in the course of this?
No.
What did you do then?
Nothing. I was trapped. I was stuck in my room downstairs. I got some clothes on and crawled back up, drew the blinds. Blood was coming from his mouth. Not a lot, just a little. He was still on the floor, slouched. I couldn't be there with him anymore, so I ran down and out of my room, into the hallway, down the stairs. I knew there would be people there.
Run, woman. Run past them and out into the streets where it's dark and people move. To the lorries at the intersection, as far as you can.
Why didn't you run away from here? As a matter of fact, why are you here now?
I already ran. I ran from an entire Isola. I can't run any further. Not with these people. This is as far as it gets.
What happened after you ran downstairs?
Sylvie was tending the bar. A lot of people were there. The Hardys were at the table in front of the stage. I think the Union box was full. Ruby was there too. They were having such a good time. I sat down and they all welcomed me. I didn't even have to say anything. Ruby knew something was wrong.
Ruby?
Before we continue, who's Ruby?
Ruby. You know, the leader.
The leader? Of what?
The Hardy Boys.
She says as if it's self-evident. I thought Hardy was the leader of the Hardy Boys.
Well, nominally, yes. Ruby's the one they go to when things happen, like things they need taken care of. She's the organizer.
This Ruby, in her phrasing, is entrusted with great power. She trusts her. So do the others.
Would you say she is the 8th Hardy Boy?
Why not?
Okay, then let's go on. What's then?
Well, Ruby said let's talk upstairs. I showed her the room. I've known these people since December. They know my situation, but I can't leave a paper trail. Ruby was the first one I told. She said she'd take care of this. It's what she does, you know, take care of things. I helped her get the body to the bathroom. We used a belt to pull him up under the shower, to keep him upright.
To mislead you, They were tampering with the body.
To produce lividity, matching a hanging?
Yes.
We completely missed the tampering. Looks like you got there in time. What was this, 20 minutes after death?
About 20, yes. Ruby explained it would make the blood... You know what he does.
She looks at the ground, then raises her light brown eyes to meet yours. Then what did you do?
Ruby went outside to talk to Titus and the boys. I was just looking at Lely in the bathroom. I had to put his clothes back on. His armor, too. It was tough, but I've seen him take it off and put it on many times. It took Ruby maybe half an hour to come back with Titus. I'd gotten him ready by then. They carried him out. I knew what they were going to do. Make it look like a hanging. Ruby said they would.
What did you do while they were hanging him?
Ruby said to wait here. She also said I wouldn't see her for a while. That we should lay low or something. So I did.
This Ruby. Where is this Ruby now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her since.
We will need to take this question to the Hardy Boys.
Interesting. Why did this Ruby go through so much trouble to hide something someone else did? Look into this later.
Did you hear a gunshot?
When he was shot? I may have. I don't know. I couldn't hear anything over the glass exploding.
The gunshot wasn't that loud. This is something to keep in mind when assessing the distance of the shot.
Why did you call the cops if you're hiding?
Because I'm an idiot.
The answer comes fast.
Which is an indicator of truth. Idiot. She's nothing of the sort.
So you would have to have us believe, but you're not. I don't think so. Why did you do it? You're not.
You have to understand. The people around here. No one was making the call, and he kept rotting. And then they picked his clothes off. And that little fucker threw stones at him.
Yeah.
He kept throwing stones at him for 3 days. I could hear the thud. Thud. So I called you. I hope with all my heart it's not the last thing I do in Ravishol.
She definitely called the cops. That was task complete. It could not have been a lie. That is impossible.
When was the window changed? I mean, I kind of know, but whatever.
Last week. Angus and Titus's brother, I think he's called Tibbs, took care of it.
She takes a drag.
You should have another look at that window after this. Reconstruct the scene. It's right there.
In her bedroom, inside?
Yes, you see the glass sparkling out of the corner of your eye.
So, what did you do to have these people after you?
It's not nice, but it's not illegal. Not here in Ravishol, or even in Oranje.
What exactly did you do?
Industrial espionage. I joined a business collective with the intention of betraying them. I did my job well enough to be asked to do it again, with a bigger company. The kind you really, really don't fuck with. I took their ledgers, 2 decades worth of accounting.
I need the names of the companies involved, and who hired you.
He taps on his notebook.
The job was Lewsdoen County Savings Bank. They sound small, but they're part of the Lewscop conglomerate. That was the second job. The first was some printer company. You wouldn't know them.
Loose Cup Conglomerate.
But she really destroyed them. She still feels it.
As to who hired me for the job, I don't know. But they're after me too. Along with Lewscop and their friends in the MI. Once you're done in the competitive intelligence circuit, you don't have allies. You're radioactive.
Lowe's Cap. These people engineer financial disasters in second world countries. The conglomerate also includes the Bank of Consecration, Airbird, and the popular Papalolo line of dairy products.
Papalolo. I'm sure there are people who have done much worse than that. Serves them right. What am I thinking? When I am king, this saving bank will be first against the wall. You're right, this is bad. You've destroyed what people have built. That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into. Papa Lolo.
Yeah. Papa fucking Lolo wants to kill me.
She smiles. I'm sure that people have That's a lot of shit you've gotten yourself into.
It is. Many people lost their jobs. Not just C-suite. Ordinary people. What I did to get to accounting...
She shakes her head at the thought.
A lot of people got hurt. But that's just more of my shit you shouldn't have to deal with. You're solving a murder.
That can wait. Look into her eyes. There's more.
What did you do?
One of them killed themselves because of me.
Whoops.
She says it quickly, like she's said it 100 times. To herself, to get used to the idea, out of guilt.
That's bad. How do you live with yourself? That's not easy to deal with. Let's get back to what happened here, okay? That's not easy to deal with.
How do you deal with anything? It's all just... How do you do it?
I'm a cop. What I do is right, by not remembering a single goddamn thing. I don't, either.
There you have it. The way of the warrior.
Around her, a drop in the atmospheric pressure. Not long from now, it will get dark, and the air will start moving faster, circling the box she stands on. She's already in prison here for what happened, and she's prepared to never leave, even after his death.
Could the people after you have killed him?
That's the first thing that went through my head when I heard the glass break.
Well, they didn't kill her though, so probably not.
I thought they'd found me. They've killed him to punish me. All last week, I've tried not to talk to anyone or be seen with anyone.
She looks at her cigarette.
So they wouldn't be hurt. I've come to understand, however, this is paranoia. What happened didn't have anything to do with me.
It probably didn't.
Or... I don't know anything anymore. All I do is wait here.
She looks at the table.
We can't go after loose cap. Not yet. There are other, saner leads.
I don't ask you to, Lieutenant. If there's one thing I know, it's that you'll get nothing from there.
I think we're done here, for now.
She nods, silently. She doesn't even smoke. Just picks up the cold coffee and holds it in her hands.
The lieutenant glances at you, then at the door.
He's thinking, are we done here?
In God's name, wake up. Am I saying that to myself? Or to her? Well, since I can't... This is a white check, so I should be able to do this. Wait.
What's this? We're getting reports of normal, reasonable, temperate, political opinions somewhere in Martinez.
You must be mistaken. I'm a real radical. That's me, Mr. Reasonable. Someone's got to keep it sane around here. This is because I keep saying none of the above to political stuff, isn't it? I'm Mr. Reasonable. No, that's it, isn't it?
It's also about that, but it's also more. Perhaps it's the hangover. Perhaps it's a temporary surge of serotonin, but something tells you it's time to become a citizen of the Kingdom of Conscience.
I feel like that term is familiar to me somehow. First, where is this Kingdom of Conscience? No more talk. Sign me up for a passport. No, I'm too fiery for this watercolor ideology. What is this? Where is it?
It is not a place. It is a moment in time that can only arise in the right circumstances. In all of human history, it's only been achieved a handful of times.
How do you do it?
Incrementally. History's greatest catastrophes have been brought about by people trying to make the world a better place. Too quickly. That's the genius of Dolores Day.
Dolores.
She recognized that progress is meaningless if its gains are lost because of instability. Real, lasting change can only come about gradually, increment by increment.
But what about all the things that are wrong now? Okay, but what's the Kingdom of Conscience actually like?
The kingdom is difficult to comprehend, and even more difficult to describe, partly because humanity will need to discard many of the categories that define and limit it today. The Kingdom of Conscience is post-capitalist, post-national.
Uh-huh.
It's also post-industrial, post-ideological, and even post-sexual.
What, post-sexual? The other stuff I could go with, but post-sexual? Come on. Sounds incredible, Alonzi. Let's go there right now. That seems fine. I still want to live for the present, though. Man, that sounds kind of terrible. I don't think I want to be a moralist anymore. Like the mention of Dolores Day, she organized about this stuff, makes me think that this is not for me. And then the post-sexual, come on. Progress and minus if it's gains are lost because of yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna opt out. It's fine, I still want to live for the present though.
What you want is immaterial. The kingdom of conscience is coming, whether you like it or not.
Okay.
Only very slowly.
What did I want again? To improve my chances for that check. Empathy? I want it to be all sexual. Let me check you again. Drama.
Officer.
Drama, drama, drama. We got some drama here, some drama there. Alright, give me the drama.
Officer. What brings you up here in the rain?
Wake up!
Who?
Yay.
What? Dear God, you've been lied to. She could have killed her lover and lied to everyone. She's not candid at all. She's smoke and mirrors and will-o-wisps. She probably didn't give you her real name either. Why would she? Arrest her immediately before she further entangles you in her web of lies.
Title Lieutenant. Kim, why have we not arrested her yet? You know, I think you didn't make that call to the station. Your real name isn't Classy Armando. What if I told you you're under arrest, miss? Let's change the subject. What the fuck? This sucks. I don't think this is correct. The fuck? Like, she could have, yeah, but probably not. Let's at least do this, I guess. Your real name isn't this.
I agree. You wouldn't give us your real name, not when people are after you.
Okay.
Like there's this a garrote around her neck. Okay, what?
Okay, it's not.
Good. You can tell the truth now.
You log your work every week. It's all transmitted to Common, sir. I couldn't just beg you not to enter my name. So I lied. Like I lied before. Like I did at LCSB. I have to lie all the time. I'm so tired of it.
Was the passport bullshit too? That passport you keep hidden? Enough.
She nods, her back straight, ready for whatever is next.
I don't want to do this.
She slowly lights another cigarette and steadies her breath, as if in the presence of some tiger.
Let's put on my regular clothes again. What was the other thing again? Right, this. This door. Yeah, we can open it.
Small, heavy door.
No.
No lock in sight.
Not even with my cool new pry bar. Let's inspect that window. And then probably go to bed or whatever.
This window is pristine on the inside.
What happened here?
A vague sense
What?
of disappointment fills you. The glass shimmers as if taunting you with its secrets. You get the feeling this room would tell you something crucial if you only knew how to listen.
What are we looking for again? Ballistics?
I'm not exactly sure either, to be honest. My imagination has a way of failing me. It's a weakness.
He admits after a pause. Fucking stupid bullshit, seriously. 97% here. Fuck you. God damn.
This window is pristine on the inside.
Don't you fucking
The
dare.
golden light
Okay.
melts away into the blue, glassy darkness of your mind. In it are two neon-lit shapes, a man and a woman on the single bed.
What position are they in?
Like the witness said, the man is kneeling, the woman is on her back. It's the night of March 4th and a shot has just been fired. The man looks directly at the woman. The shot's possible directions converge in his mouth, a ray cast from somewhere outside, entering his brain.
Where does it come from?
From the roof outside, location A prime. The glass fractures around the bullet hole. Shards face inwards like a corona behind the woman's back.
Inspect the ghostly figures. Have a look at point A. Point A? No, figures.
The man does not know the bullet has entered his brain. He never will. Death comes faster than the realization.
What about the roof?
The ray cast from the man's mouth unravels into a fan of possible directions, all on the roof at first. The shot could have come from any of them. This is composite location A prime, most likely of the origin points.
Shouldn't there be gun residue outside? So I'm, what, 80% sure the roof is where the shot was made from?
72%, with a weapon that's good for medium range, like a rifle or sports pistol. This is a good short distance, but not too short. The perpetrator aimed with their back against the railing, or possibly kneeling for precision. This would explain why it only took them one shot.
Would have expected this to be further away.
The lights were on in here. Outside it was dark. It was like shooting fish in an aquarium. A well-lit aquarium. The victim opened his mouth to let the bullet in. Neither of them would have seen anything outside in the darkness. Too busy with their own bodies.
Could the shot have come from inside the room, a closer point? Are there any arguments against the prime, A prime, the roof? Could there have been another point of origin further away? No, why not start with this?
Point X would contradict the woman's testimony, rendering the entire proposition void. These figures would be wiped out, detective.
Are there any arguments against A prime?
None that you've found thus far, but that doesn't mean there aren't any.
Could there have been blah, blah, blah?
That's a 28%, yes. In this model, the shot could have come from a greater distance. Nothing excludes the possibility. Should we extrapolate to include every possible point of origin in Martinelli's?
Extrapolate the radius.
According to your map of the district, this shot could have come from a wide angle of locations, starting with the northern edge of the abandoned boardwalk, ending with an islet in the bay. Let's call them B prime.
More precisely.
B prime for boardwalk, B double prime for Land's End, and B triple prime for the islet, detective. There may be smaller points in between, but those are too fine to zoom in on.
Have a look at point B, the boardwalk.
700 meters away. The likeliest of these B positions, 20% chance. A skilled sniper could have made the shot, provided he had a safe sniper's nest. Even with the light on inside, we're talking military training. At that distance, the perpetrator would have had to take wind direction into account.
B, dash dash.
1.2 kilometers away. the least likely of these positions, let's say 3%. A truly skilled sniper could have done it, possibly from a tent. No, too far-fetched.
How about the islet?
1 kilometer away, a point beyond the docks, on an islet in the bay. The fort is ruined, but the perpetrator may have found a stable spot on the beaches surrounding it, where the concrete crumbles into the sea, as you saw in the coin-operated view. The shot would have been a small miracle, 5% likelihood. There is an extremely narrow field of view from the bay to the window, between Rue de Saint-Ghislain 10 and 33A. The angle would have been extreme, and access to the islets is questionable.
Kim, do you think the shot could have come from further than the roof in Martinez?
From where, precisely?
Let's say B, blah blah blah.
I see you have given this a lot of thought. Are those the locations you've singled out in addition to the roof? And what is the likelihood, in your opinion, that it came from a further distance?
It's okay. Much less than from the roof, but still. Much less from the roof.
Okay, well, we should see if there is gunshot residue or sniper nests if we go down the coast. Rule these spots out one by one. It would be the diligent thing to do. Until then, personally, I'm going with the roof version. A simple hypothesis can be wrong, but it's something to build on.
Blink. I guess we might as well see if we can't check for gun residue from out here. While we're here. If that is a possibility. I guess it's not. Can I quick travel from here? Yeah. I can. Oh, let's just do that. The same address, the lead programmer. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna save and go inside and ask, I guess. Just to be thorough. But then I'm definitely going to bed, and then I'm also gonna end the stream there. I guess I'll end the stream before going to bed so we can do that sleep scene, whatever the fuck happens there, at the start of that stream. But that probably won't be tomorrow. But it might be.
Yes, what is it? I brought them here. These are my machines. Please don't... Great. The Swallow, you mean? What a crate. Thanks.
Guess there's nothing new to talk about with her. No. You don't understand how time works. The day ends when I fall asleep. That's how time works. So today is definitely still Saturday. Anyway, Kim, how nice of you to walk me to my new home, which I will definitely find really quickly, with no trouble at all. I definitely know where I'm going. No worries here. This is definitely how I get home. What's this? Not a place I can go. As I thought. Okay, I found it.
It's getting late, and it's raining. Time to call it a day.
Good night, Kim. Send him away.
Good night, officer. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
Enter that shit. I'm guessing I also have to interact with a bed before it actually happens. Okay, good. Alright. Wait, let's first unequip that flashlight. Because who wants to sleep with a flashlight in hand? Oh. There. Okay, no. It's gonna be annoying. There. And that's where we save. Okay. Yeah. Don't really have much else to say. As I said, might not stream tomorrow. And if I do, it'll be, you know, probably even later than I started today's stream. So yeah. Good night, and see you then, whenever that may be. Bye.